We are on the draw, and our opponent is turn 2 kill. Well, this seems to be a mono-red leyline player. Well, you need to switch the format, bro. They probably, you know, started this account when moment. We'll roast them in a second. Do we kill it at the cost of 2 life? No. I can deal 3 damage, so if they go for a pump, we actually get a little bit better value, I think. So they must have made the account last year, like November, I think it was, when the leyline was legal. And since then, they play the same freaking deck. This must be exciting. Alright, jokes aside, I think we go for the trick. Can we play something? We didn't hit 3 Mayhem cards, except this, but we need more lands. Oh boy, this is rough. I think we go for the trick. Let's go red mana, so we have all of them. I don't really want to take more damage, so we just kill this guy, we discard a card. It's painful, it's slow, but it should work. I think we go Fear of Missing Out. That was the turn to play it, but you know, the pressure is freaking insane. And we are potentially missing a land, so that's not perfect. Nemesis. You can see that this is a mono-red champion. For months he was honing those skills to be on the play. Oh boy, and we are missing lands, so we actually cannot kill this with the perfect play and perfect turn. And before you say, well, Sloth. We need to pay life. No, we need to discard. This is so bad. But Sloth, you play only 21 lands. Yeah, when I played 22, I got flooded so hard that I didn't have place in like half of the games. I even got flooded on 21 anyway. So, you know, it's arena. You either get flooded or mana screwed or on the draw against mono-red. Like, those are 3 type of gameplays you get. It's fine. So they play all of the red creatures. Some of them have haste. Yeah, I was like suspicious that I thought they might attack. So am I too rough on them? So we can already get some decent value. So Fear of Missing Out will be attacking twice. But first we need to solve the problems. Right, unfortunately this is a pure pain, man. Oh my god, I did not want to do it. So do we go for Emet? This gives us a lot of value for the next turns. And we actually, well, we can okay, this is good enough for the next turn. We need to get rid of the Challenger. The Harrier is still actually pretty good. This is a very nice card, honestly. It's not very used, but it has tons of potential. Like 1-drop with a 2-1 with an upside that creates more creatures. Like, this is huge. Go away. Thank you. So let's see if they create a 2-2. They probably will, because they're out of gas, but it doesn't matter. Alright, at least it doesn't stay, but it's a lot of power for a 1-drop, you know? So I believe we go for this guy, and we need to roll with it. And if we had one less turn of mana screw, we would be so much better, because we would get this setup, or Emet, and suddenly we would get twice the value. Our opponent needs to make a decision. They have 2 cards. They should pay life, probably. But, you know, maybe they discard a land or something. Why would you ever do it? This is like the worst play you can make, and they will still win because they play red. Like, why would you not pay life? I will tell you, because they have no idea you can't. They don't know what the card does. It's fine. So this is a really rough hit. I definitely wanted something that is different than what we had. We can go double combat phase, so we can deal 10 damage, but it's only 10 damage. But at least we can block Sanctuary and the Harrier, which is massive. So this will prevent them potentially from, you know, attacking on this one turn. They can go Sanctuary, but then they cannot make the token. We're at 6, and they just discarded the burn spell, so I would love to punish them. They hit the wrong creature as well. I'll be honest, can you play mono red like any more awkward? Like, literally every play makes 0 sense. Like, I don't think they realize that this dies when it attacks. Anyway, I will take it, you know. We will try to punish them as hard as possible, because oh boy, you are playing mono red. I think we go for this guy. Because this way we get some really good value, and we can start going for the engine. that we kinda miss super hard so far. Do we take more damage or we wait one more turn? We have a fear of missing out, so I think the plan is to set up fear of missing out soon and try to get good cards and finally get unmana screwed. Just to point it out, we are getting doubled in mana by a mono red, so you know we got a little bit mana screwed. Alright, this is the moment where we are starting to get a little bit equal with our opponent. Man, it's incredible that it's so hard to beat mono red with extremely bad driving and, you know, like quite a lot of lands, to be honest, because that's not what they really want. So I think we go for the monument. This is the time when we need to finally unleash all the synergies of this deck. It should be like 3 turns ago, so I'm not salty, you are salty. So, monument drops. Our opponent has 0 cards, but one of the cards in their whole board is highlighted, so it will take them forever. Man, I'm pretty sure this guy plays mono red for like half last year or even longer. So let's go for what? We have red. I think we'll go with blue just for Malcolm, and of course it's tapped. Now we can start to finally do something. In all honesty, I think we will go for the damage. On this turn we cannot be more aggressive because we will die. They have this. I think it's hard to not notice this, so I assume they will go for the play. Fleam. It's a strong creature. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. And we actually need to start pushing damage because we need to, you know, close the game really quickly before they draw, you know, exactly the card they discard. Alright, down to 17 and potentially 15. They could double block and we trade 1 for 1. Alright, they finally realized they can click it. Alright, good. I'm cheering for my opponent to see plays just so they play faster. As the fastest deck of the format, by the way. So they will make token. As you can see, we're still close to that even with this play. And I mean, this is... Nah, I think we need to trade. I think we actually need to trade here. Of course, the challenger is risky. I mean, if they have something, they win anyway. So we go for the Harrier. This prevents the most damage on the next turn. But of course, if they draw 1 spell that pumps, they win. You can play whatever. As long as you get the right cards, you will probably win anyway. Mono red as always. Frenzy? No, Harrier. Well, alright. We made the right call at least. So let's go for... Wait, first we attack and we see what we get. Emet is just, man, working overtime. We discard it, of course. This way we can play it. We deal more damage. We need to get them as low as possible. This has flash, but we won't go for it. Alright, and we go Fear of Missing Out. If we draw a land, we can actually play all of those cards potentially. So let's see. Maybe we just hit a Verge or something. I don't think we need this. It's too late, probably. Treasure for more creatures. Yeah, we go oh, this is tap? No, it isn't. It's been a while. Let's go for this. And this. This is the way to create the most creatures. Alright, guys. Remember this lightning strike that would win them the game? Well, let's hope they are not good enough to draw another. So far, we are in winning position. I think we'll win on the next turn. We just need to make it through this single card. Our opponent will need to, you know, evaluate all the potential plays. It could be, you know, a card that they play or a card that they play. So, you know, there are tons of possibilities there. Okay, that's a swing call. They will definitely make a robot. So, we need to make the right play here. I think we'll Fear of Missing Out this. Please click the button. Click the button. It seems to be Frenzy. Okay, this is actually fine. I think we can win against it. So we go here. Goben. How good are you? Oh, we need to kinda waste a card here. Actually wastes a lot of cards, but I think it's still the best one. Alright, let's go like this. Should be decent enough. Alright, now we got the Verge. Not exactly amazing. Kinda dead draw. So we swing once for sure. We untap. And I believe that's how we chill. Without Emet, we cannot push as much damage, so we need to go for another 2-turn kill, which means they get another draw. Man, this deck is something else. Alright, finally they cannot attack, and this is the turn when we'll start to finally go a little bit crazy. Do we have a haster? Not really, but we can steal value. Somehow, probably. Alright, let's go, full swing. We of course untap this guy. They cannot trade efficiently, so they will always lose a creature if they block. And this of course is lethal damage if it goes through. And with Desecrex, what a name. Let's go again. Let's see if they do something else. Because now I believe we can win if we discard something. So if we get a creature that discards a card, that's 3 damage, and that means that we win the game, and we can just hardcast it. Oh my god, we beat Mono Red. We just need to make the right call. I believe this is the one, because we draw a card. If we go for this... Oh, I mean we want to discard. It's Emet. If we go for something else, we wouldn't win the game here. Here you go. Oh, we can even play it, and our opponent loses life. Now you see why we went for life loss with Monument. It was this close. And you know what? I will be incredibly greedy and try to go for Goben cycling the Nightclub. I'm not sure if it will work, but we'll try. We will try, and then maybe you can, drop the big bomb. Let's go pay life. Man, we are paying for a lot of our lands, but the Multiversal Passage is such a ridiculous useful card, man. We need to make some 5 control with shock lands. This will be fun. I really hope they don't kill it, but let's be honest, they will probably kill it. But you know, who knows? There is like 1% it survives. 1%, please. Whoa! No way, man. No way. It actually worked. Okay, so what is the play for this turn? Unfortunately this, because we cannot play anything else. So even though I wanted to play this, because we have no other land, we have to go for that play. But it also pressures them to answer this instead of Goben, so maybe we'll get another hit at some point. This is good. This is actually really good for us, because we are stealing value for free. So if they keep trading 1 for 1, we will win this game. But there are sweepers, there are stock-ups, there are Morangs, all the stuff that I love when I play it and don't want to be on the other side. And this is desperate. They play 3-drop just to answer it. And that's good for us. I honestly think this is the moment for Monument. We don't get the most value out of this right now. And it's not easy to trigger because those might get countered. But we force Ultima basically. Oh, this is unfortunate that they got the card. Alright. Alright, honestly I think we have to go for Emet. Bisa is not the most important thing, at least not now. However, getting the treasure... Wait, we can go for the treasure. Right? We can make it... Do we want cards or a treasure for another play? Then we can kill it. That feels so good, man. But we won't. Because we want to get maximum value. So we will draw a card. We could also drain. I think we need 1 more card and then we drain. Because we still need to hit lands, we need to still keep pressure and the good old damage to the face. So, alright, this was a messy turn, but hopefully you can get it through. Yeah, they don't really want to attack. Okay, this is nice, this is nice. They will counter it if they can. So that's super important. Oh boy, we missed the land, which is unfortunate, right? I think we missed the land. I expected to have more. Alright, we kill, so they can play another Bisa on the next turn, but I think that's okay. And hopefully you can start attacking. Fish, not the biggest deal. I really hope for untapped land. Because then we can play Monument. Okay. You know what, we'll take it. We'll take it. I think this is the moment where we start hitting face. Because we won't win the super long game. We try to go for like you know, mid-game basically, pressuring enough, getting some cards so we can keep going, and forcing them to draw Ultima for every monument. That's why I don't want to stack too many of them, because Ultima literally answers everything, and of course they have it. However, we are getting at least Goben, and this will be our foothold in this game. And do we discard something? Not yet. Not yet. We don't care about life total. Oh my god, this is a big tell. So they have a lot of sweepers, it seems. Let's go. I wanted to play 2 and go for 6 damage, but we'll try to basically suffocate them on Ultimas. And let's go. We want the counter, to be honest, so I think we play this guy. Like, this is a very solid value. And I think we deal 3 damage, right? That's the play. And we're basically getting free stuff every turn. We can also exile Graveyard, not the biggest deal for this deck, but you know. That's a cool trigger, so I'm excited. And even though they answer the board, the monument is where it hurts. I mean, let's get rid of it. Why not? We can deal 6 damage, but no more. So for now we go for Emet. Good old Emet. I would probably keep this for Fishers. Oh my god, this is such a bad draw. I'm this close to just drawing a card. Okay, okay. I think we would still drain them because we need to win this way, but man, this was close. First with Malcolm. Alright, we are going with it. This should be nice. We can even go for Fear of Missing Out, but I really want Malcolm. This card can set you up so nicely. So if you can get it going, man, you can trigger all of those Mayhem effects for basically 0 mana, which unlocks both card advantage and kinda tempo most of the time. So this will be some form of maybe repurposing Bay card, deck. Let's go for a starting town. Yeah, the faster we go Malcolm, there is a chance we go to 4 counters and start casting cards for free. We also get to Monument faster, you know, all the good stuff. And they probably cannot use it as well. Oh, yeah, this is like an artifact deck. So we need to be quick, because next turn they can go Repurposing Bay into Sacrifice, into Synthesizer, and then we have 1 turn to win the game. This is freaking insane. The meta decks are killing so quickly. Like, you didn't start the game and it's already like close to, like, we are racing against the clock right now. So what can we do? We will definitely play land, but maybe we can do something first. So we go this and this probably, which means we can swing first and see what we get. Are also at 22, so that helps a bit. Well, I mean, this is a powerful play. It also ramps us. I think we go for it. We have a lot of red and black cards. So we pay life. We go for the big guy. And this one is interesting because it kinda ramps you. So you lose a card, but if you lose something like this, you don't lose the card, and the treasure is still there, and it's also overstated for the cost. So it has like a drawback that can be a really nice upside for a few turns. F480, alright. No repurposing base, so this gives us a lot of breathing room. Let's get rid of this guy so we can play it. Oh, the dream. Okay, guys, this is the dream. We can do it. With this, Monument is like the biggest card of this deck, honestly. I tried to play without Monument, it's just so different. We have to go Monument. Alright, so we play first this. We have a treasure, but I think this one is still worth it, but let's see what we get. Maybe we get something better, or we want to push more damage, we'll see. I guess we can still play it because we get the treasure. This is something we probably will keep. Let's get rid of Malcolm, at least for now. I think we need to push maximum damage. We need to get them as soon as possible. Fear of Missing Out gives us the card. I think we just need to go for maximum damage on the next turn, and I don't really want to. Is there something we want to say? This is good. We could draw a card. I honestly like those. I think each one of those cards kinda makes sense. So let's see what they will do. I think Battle. Oh my god. Let's roll the dice who wins the game. We are basically, just rolling the dice here. They remove 2 creatures, so this is obviously really good for them, but it's not game deciding because we still have more threats, more power, and we could go for more cards. We don't get too many cards because we are going for the kill. But we could if we expected to win the longer game, but we don't. So we swing for 2. If we hit a land, we can play both, but that's the same if we play Emet. So let's start with this one and try to push for longer game and more damage a little bit. I guess we can play it for free, so let's get the value where we can. I'll be honest, I think we need to refill just a little bit, because we are kinda short on the stuff, you know? And you want your stuff. We swing. And I mean we can still deal damage, right? Let's go. And I thought we discarded the card. Let's get rid of the land, we don't need one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I really thought that we got one of the triggers, but they were all highlighted. So it kinda threw me off. Alright, our opponent mitigated tons of damage and removed tons of creatures, but they still need to find a play that actually wins them the game, and this is where we strike, because they still need to remove Monument and they only have snares for it. They can turn it into a creature and use it to defend, but then we go double Knife Trick or just the house grows hungry. That's why we left this card. I knew there will be a blocker at some point, but this is not a creature and that's the problem. So I think we instead go with Monument, and we just, I think we can kill them. Okay, what do we have in the graveyard? Creature and the land. Creature and the land. This is the weirdest play ever, and I think this is the right one. We swing at our own creature, but we don't kill it. We get rid of this. And that means we trigger the fear of missing out, I believe. So our opponent loses life, our opponent loses life. When we attack, we get more triggers, more cards, and more stuff. Yeah, this resolves, and then it goes for 4 out of 4. Then we have double combat phase, and that is enough. We can go on Menace, so we attack twice with this guy. That was the maximum damage. Alright, we're on the draw, but we have a pretty nice opening, so guys, we can do it against our absolute master Monored on the play. Do we go for the kill already? Feels like this is the play. Let's go for it. We discard a card. You know, the cost is massive, and this is one of the, you know, examples where you are on the draw, you are supposed to have less tempo but more value. And look, for a single point of, or 2 points of mana, we basically traded this one card that we got ahead, basically. So sometimes you are just behind in everything then. And by sometimes I mean usually. Okay, but maybe we can get to untap land, trigger the Monument, and, you know, go from there. Okay, they want to hit the land, they missed. So let's see, they have 1 in their hand, so they play correctly, pushing quite a lot of damage, and of course, as we know, red decks just drawing cards for free. Makes sense, makes sense. No salt at all. So we swing with Goben. We cannot play the Monument, so there's no downside in attacking first and seeing what the card is. I think we need to kill the Challenger, honestly. This could be a nice draw, but not for this card. Let's go get rid of Malcolm. We go this. I think we might get rid of another Malcolm too. And I don't think we need the tap land for the next turn. It's a little bit too slow. I mean, we could play it, but then they keep this. This is a hard choice. Guys, it bleeds my heart, but I think this is what we have to do. Goben and Monument, and this guy needs to carry us through the victory. At least we can play this and get a big chunk of stats. Well, they just have another, and they do the same thing, but now they cannot get the value out of this, so at least that, you know, at least that. They still want to pump it. Okay, they play very nicely, to be honest, like they're maximizing the damage. But this means... And I think I need untap land on this turn. Let's swing and see what we get. It's tapped. It's bad. We need untapped. Do we drop Monument? Then we will die. I think we legit have to play this. Because we need something in the board to just keep us alive, basically. And I still will play it because we'll get a new card. This is a nice one. What do we have in the graveyard? We have a ton of creatures. This is really greedy. But it has ton of value, you know, and we will discard it. And we pay only 2 mana for all of this. We will try. This is the part of the game where we are trying to stop the bleeding. Now they will start drawing cards because they have so much mana. I always enjoy when aggro decks have, you know, turn 4 kills and also can play longer game. So you don't need to think which deck to play. And I think we have to go for Nemesis. Maybe they will target a creature, which is kinda what I would love to see. Even if it's Goben. But unfortunately, our opponent seems to be playing very well, unfortunately. So what we will go for... Oh, this is a pain. I think we have to go for this, even though it's a great card. But now we can go Monument. And this was where we try to strike a little bit. We need to go for 2-turn kill. I don't think it will work. I think one of those cards will be a burn. But this is the best we have. So we go for this. There's not much we can do, we just draw it. Well, we cannot win the game on this turn anyway. And we'll win anyway on the next one. So I think we just draw a card in case we get something new. And let's go for this play. Honestly, we are this close to winning, but I think our opponent will have this one turn. If they were on the play, I don't remember. If they were on the play, that's the reason we lost. Because we needed this one extra turn to kill them. Like, next swing is lethal. And we even have a Tramper to make sure it works, and unblockable. If they don't have burn, we can do it. But I just cannot imagine them not having a burn. Okay. Wait, this doesn't win. This actually doesn't win the game. When do you deal damage? When we play a non-creature spell. Bro, are you serious we won this? I never thought we'll win this. Alright, I'll take the win. My god, come on, not like this. We really hit one land in 2 hands? I think we have to mulligan, especially on the play, like you cannot keep it. So what are the plays? We can go for... This is probably what we need to play. I think we keep the Surveillant. You know what? I think we can play on this, because if this hits a creature, we can use Desecrex for, you know, reanimation and get some good value. It is a land, I guess. Not really the card I wanted, but I think we cannot afford to play the whole game out of 2 lands, you know. Do we have a play? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And it seems to be a Kona deck, because those are the ones that play the Urtos, Titanic Godcore. Okay, this is huge. Oh my god, this card actually saved us. Okay, we can win with this. So do we go black? Yes, we go black, we pay life, absolutely. We can swing, in case they have into the Floodmaw and they are greedy about it. This might be our solution to everything. And we can cycle cards, we can get this very cheap. Right, Emet, probably one of the best draws here. Not sure what will discard, but it will be something. The problem is that they have Kona, and we don't really have a good way to go around it, so we kinda need to... They might have Exhales. I've seen that they play Exhales. Yeah, they can drop Kona on the next turn. And by the way, just so you understand where we are in the meta, this is game over. Turn 4 is end of the game. Like hard end of the game. They actually got the full combo with the counter spell and Ugin. So that's how you know that you are against a good player. And as you can see, this is how you try to make... Like, guys, like and subscribe, because making those decks is such a pain exactly for this reason. Because basically you need to make everything against... Well, if they have turn 4 combo, they instantly win the game. And if you don't have instant removal on the right turn, you instantly lose the game. So, is there even point in playing? With Ugin they can draw cards, we will never beat them. There's no point. This deck is just outscaling super hard, and of course they can win in one single turn as well. We're going first. I mean, this is an interesting opening. We could sneak a land here and play it. But we want to go for Fear, so we won't have time, I think. I think we just play it and try to use Fear to fix the mana that we desperately want to, you know, hit. Let's go for red. We have tons of those. Let's pay life. And I mean, let's go with this one. It gets us closer to the good stuff. What do we get rid of? I think... Wait. This is perfect, right? Because we can get it back with this. Alright, we kinda messed here. But hopefully that will get us to hit on the next turn. A Braid. Alright, you know, painful, but something. And thanks to the play, we actually can do this right now. You know what? Let's go for this. Let's go for it. It's not the craziest play ever, but this gives us a little bit of pressure. I don't want to waste this. This is such a nice card for this deck if you can hit, you know, for the full value. And we can either hit a land for this, for 4 mana, or just hit something that discards it. And, alright, that should be decent. Okay, this is perfect. If they kill it, that means we have a free reign over the over this turn, and that's exactly what we needed. Alright, so what do we go for? I think we need black mana here, and we absolutely play like... If we play this, we can play both of them, right? And our opponent played exactly into what we wanted. We also get the counter, which is massive. And now we go Desecrex for 2 mana only. And now we get Ruzic. We could even cycle cards. I like Ruzic. You know? We can also discard this guy. So yeah, I guess that's legendary, but let's see if they remove something. We have options, and this play, man, completely wrecked them. And so we brought Mayhem into the standard. I wanted to say Menace, and it's like, no, it's Mayhem, Sloth. Anyway, we need to talk about this deck, but first, before we do it, we have a new absolute legend in our glorious Hall of Fame of the channel to go into history. And my friend, Pixel Mint, this amazing new first Mayhem deck is for you. I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you for supporting the channel. And it also makes me happy because I have a feeling that maybe you enjoy our Spider-Man deck. So that's pretty cool. This one is for you. And let's go into the Mayhem discussion. First things first, even though this doesn't spell Mayhem, it basically should, because I tried to play this type of deck without Monument, and it lacks a lot. It lacks cardio, it lacks damage, and it just doesn't click. Moment you add the Monument, the deck starts to actually kinda work, but I still think it's a little bit too weak for standard. We went 5 and 5, so you know, in all honesty, like it kinda was fine, but yeah, I generally don't recommend using Mayhem decks to ladder. They can work, but very often you feel that you are on the weak side with them. So yeah, I hope you appreciate this honest review about one of the coolest mechanics of the new set. Like and subscribe if you want to support, because oh boy, it helps a lot. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you to all the patrons that went extra mile to help us make those videos, so we can all enjoy them daily. Thank you guys so much, and that's it for today. And by the way, guys, I spent hours testing different decks, so this was this was a painful day on the arena, but I think we got something cool, so I'm happy with this, and see you tomorrow.